Hi and welcome back to Savello Money Talks. I'm Chris Dames and I'm joined by Rich again. How you doing, Rich?
Chris, yeah, I'm good, mate.
Good. So we're here today to talk about pensions, and pensions get quite a bad rep out there. But what is a pension and why might it be useful for somebody to help plan for their financial future?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Pensions have had plenty of bad publicity.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, we personally really like negative news. So, I mean, pensions are just hugely important, and they really can't be overlooked just because of what you might have heard at some point in the past about pensions being bad.
Okay.
I mean, the main thing, there's lots of big technical, dull reasons why they're really useful, and then there's some more sort of soft emotional ones. I mean, the biggest thing is that if you put money into a pension, the government is going to give you money immediately.
It's quite a useful little
every
benefit,
time.
Right?
Every £100 as a basic rate taxpayer, every £100 you put in a pension, the government immediately gives you £25.
And
that's every month, every year, for all the time. Obviously, those rates can change, and what they can, how much tax relief they give you can change. But that's a huge incentive.
So especially for higher rate and additional rate taxpayers too. I mean, it's one of those opportunities to get a decent amount of relief back from the tax man, which isn't available in other ways often.
Yeah, I mean, it's free money, and that's why they put limits on how much you can put in. Because they've got to cap it, otherwise everyone will be doing it at even higher amounts.
Interesting, those limits used to be a lot higher, didn't they? And they've brought them down over time because people are starting to take advantage of contributing as much as they can, particularly in 2017 when dividends rates having an impact to how much tax you pay.
Another big advantage, another thing that's changed massively, and really from our point of view, and you probably agree as well, has made clients, especially self-employed people, take much more notice of pensions, is bringing in pension freedoms a couple of years ago.
Absolutely.
The Chancellor took us all by surprise with it, but having that freedom to take the benefits from the pension that you've built up, or from the fund that you've built up, in a way that suits you, flexibly, and not being told that you must go down this route or you must go down that route. It really is a massive difference for people.
I think one of the things that put people off pensions in the past is they wanted access to money, that wealth they'd built up. They'd wanted access to make some decisions around it. Now, pension freedoms have allowed that. It's raised a lot of revenue for the taxman as well.
Absolutely.
But philosophically, you've got to believe that if you're accumulating wealth wherever it may be, you should have the right to get access to it. And maybe there's an age limit, and people appreciate why that's the case. But pension freedoms have made it, and a lot of the tax changes around pensions have made it a lot more attractive to save money in pensions.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I mean, on the side of just away from tax relief and freedoms and things like that, the other big thing about pensions, and it's not a reason you take out a pension, but a big plus of them from our point of view is once you put money into a pension, and you cannot touch that money. You can't use it to go and put a down deposit on a house. You can't use it to pay off your credit card. That money is earmarked until you're at least 55, and that is huge from our point of view, and from the government's point of view. That's huge. You are making that money.
You're making a commitment to save for the longer term.
For a longer term. And that's obviously why they're going to give the tax relief there to incentivise you to do it.
It's really interesting when you talk about pensions, because especially when you talk about pensions in the workplace. I mean, we do a lot of work with employers, and actually for an employee, it's even a bigger no-brainer, right? Because not only have you got the tax relief making sure that they're in a position where they're boosting their savings, but you've got an employer putting money in as well. So
pay rise.
Well, you're in a position where potentially, depending on what rate your employer's putting in, you're doubling your money, and there's no investment in the world that's going to give you that immediate doubling and then tax relief. So we think pensions are quite cool, right, Rich? Would you go that far?
For Advanced Advisor, we think they're cool.
So pensions are cool. That's Savello Money Talks, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching that Savello Money Talks video. For more videos, click here, and to subscribe to our channel, click there.